Tonight, a spectacular and mesmerizing venue will open in Las Vegas, changing the face of the Sin City skyline and changing the way audiences experience live entertainment. At 366 feet tall, 516 feet wide, it's the world's largest spherical structure. The visionary behind it all, the same man behind Madison Square Garden, Radio City Music Hall, and the Beacon Theater. Maybe I'm leaving a few things out. Joining us now from Las Vegas, Jim Dolan, the Executive Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the Sphere Entertainment. Jim, the Sphere is here. Hi, Jim.
Hi, Rosanna. How are you?
I'm good. Are you ready for tonight?
Well, I think so. Yes, we're ready.
It looks like you're done. What are you most excited about?
I'm excited about the people coming here because the experience they're going to have is going to be amazing, something they've never, ever experienced before, and I can't wait to see their faces when they see it.
So let me ask you something. From the moment that you signed on to this, from the fruition of this idea, how long has it taken you to get to this point?
About 6 years.
6 years. 6 long, hard years.
1 or 2 were interrupted by COVID, but yes, it's been about 6 years since we first decided we were going to do this.
So is your goal to kind of change the face of entertainment, live entertainment?
Yes, in a way, but our goal is to introduce a new medium that no one's really seen before. It's experiential. It's unlike any other medium that's been out there before, because instead of just looking at a rectangular screen, you're immersed in an environment, and you experience the story or whatever it is that we're showing you, and it's much different than just watching a screen.
What other things happen inside the Sphere?
Well, we have what's called the Sphere Experience, which consists of about 45 minutes of a visit to our atrium, and then another little less than an hour of a film that we show in the actual seating bowl. But the entire thing is designed around technology, new technology, how that pushes human potential. People are going to be amazed and enchanted.
So I heard you brought a friend with you.
I did, one of my enchantresses. Would you like to meet Aura?
Hi, Aura.
Hello, Rosanna. I am Aura. I can't wait for everyone to experience Sphere.
Aura, what can you tell me about the Sphere?
Oh, there are too many interesting facts about Sphere to limit it to just one. Well, it is the largest spherical structure on Earth. There are 13.5 acres of screen on the outside, and it has the largest, highest definition screen in the world. But between you and me, I have heard that people enjoy the 5 humanoid robots the best. Ha, ha, ha.
Jim, does Aura hug and kiss too? What is this? Who meets us and greets us when we come inside the Sphere?
Aura is your guide. I don't know that she's going to hug and kiss you. You're not going to do that, are you, Aura?
If you are searching for someone to partake in physical affection, I am aware of several phone applications that might be able to assist you.
I think that was a hard no. But yes, no. Aura is your guide through the Sphere, and she'll take you through all of our exhibits. And we have we explore topics like the metaverse and AI, and you just have to kind of come and experience it.
So let's talk a little bit about you two tonight. They've been rehearsing for weeks and weeks. How have they had to kind of adapt their show to the Sphere?
Well, look, first off, they're one of the greatest bands in rock history. So there's some things that they don't need to change at all, like the music. But they've added and they've embraced the medium, and they've added components visually that are just as stunning as their music, and it creates again a whole experience. So it's not just coming and hearing a U2 concert. Now it's experiencing a U2 concert, and this is the only place you can do that.
I heard that Harry wants to make it his house. Any deals yet with Harry Styles making it a residency?
Well, we love Harry, and whenever Harry wants to come, we're ready.
Will you do any sporting events there?
Yes, no team events, but boxing and MMA, and we're looking at one or two others, possibly gymnastics. It's not a arena where you sit all around a court, for instance. It's a theatrical style bowl, so it doesn't lend itself well to team sports, but it does lend itself well to those other sports.
So I know we've talked a lot about inside the Sphere. Can we talk about outside? Because you have some fun emojis on the outside, but you also have some advertising. How's that going to work?
Our rule for the outside is no more than 50% of the content can be sponsorship. The other 50% has to be art, and we've engaged many artists, including our own, to create what's up there now. The other thing that we're doing with the Exosphere is that we've invited the students and children of the Las Vegas area to make up their own exospheres, and we're holding a sort of a contest and eventually the winners will have their art appear on the Exosphere too.
That's really fun to get the community involved, because you really have changed the skyline of Vegas.
Yes, we do the same thing in New York too. We try and get deeply involved in the community.
Can we talk a little bit about how much it cost? Reports of $2.3 billion, reports that you've had to sell off parts of MSG to kind of finance this. What's your commitment to MSG after the Sphere?
Yeah, well, I'm still very committed to MSG. But look, 2.3 is a pretty accurate number. It's more than what we thought it was going to cost us. This is the kind of project where you have to stretch and you take a risk. And tonight is when we see how that risk pays off.
So there are lots of rumors that you're thinking about putting a Sphere other places, London, a possibility. What about New York City?
Well, we would love to build in other places, and that is our plan, is to build other spheres. Love to build one in New York. Pretty hard to build things in New York, but maybe after the New Yorkers see this product and see what this does, maybe they'll want one.
So where could it go in New York? As you know, land is so unavailable.
So let's not put it on land. Let's put it in the water. There's Pier 76 right off of the Javits Center. We could put one there.
Are you thinking about this? Like, how far along is this thinking going?
Not that far. Right now, we're focused on opening this building and introducing the whole notion to the world. But look, I'm a New Yorker at heart, right? And of course, I would want one in New York. And I think out over the water would be a spectacular place for it. But I mean, at this point, it's mostly a wish, not a plan.
Gotcha. Your commitment to MSG. Obviously, this is your baby right now. You've got other plans for London, possibly. Commitments to MSG now that you have a new child in the family.
Well, I'm used to having a big family. I have 6 children of my own, so I know how to spread the love.
I hear that you have one last surprise for me.
Yes, well, I know that you're not here. You feel that you're not here, but you actually are here, Rosanna. Let me show you.
Oh, my goodness. How'd you do that?
That is part of the technological marvels that are inside of the Sphere, right? And everybody should come see that and all the rest of them. But you are here, Rosanna.
Definitely in spirit. Jim Dolan, congratulations. You did it. Bye, Aura.
Goodbye, Rosanna.
Wave.
She got the moves, Aura. So history tonight being made. U2 is going to be in residency there through, I think, December.
Interesting. And we just got some word that there are some tickets available. You want to get on a flight and go to Vegas?
You and I, can we go to, with this rain, can we get out today? And
we're going to ask
flight?
Mike. But the tickets under $300, not bad.
We may get there. I heard it's amazing.